this. And here we go. Does Kel'Thuzad finish baseline stacks before level 10? Baseline stacks are the Master of Cold Dark. He needs to get 30 of these. Now, keep in mind, this is Heroic Division, and it is also Felipe on Kel'Thuzad. But let's talk about the rest of Caffeinated Knights. Arc on the Dahaka, Love Dart on the Deckard, Grey Color on the Greymane, Ozymanthus on the Joanna. Over on the side of Degen.M, we've got Yonners on the Vala, Automatic Z on the Junkrat, Heck Boozled on the Stitches, I Just Fizzed on that Urel, and Wipeout on the Stukov. Let's go ahead and check out the mid lane, get your predictions in. You got a minute and 20 seconds. So, as I said, will Kel'Thuzad finish his baseline stacks before level 10? He's already gotten one. You got a minute to get your predictions in if you want to try to do so. Felipe backing off will throw out a little bit of damage. Yonner's trying to do the same thing. Wipeout does get a heal out as well. Did I miss a nut joke? Yeah, I just fizzed.
Nut.
Wow, 6,000 on yes, 7,000 on no. Oh, we got some good gambles tonight, chat. All the gamblers are coming out. Bless you all. Bless you, gamblers. Hebby, thank you for the raid. If someone could shout out Hebby, that'd be much appreciated. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. We just got into this first map in our third, excuse me, best of 3 of the evening. And if anyone would like to get some Twitch predictions going, Felipe, will he finish Master of the Cold Dark before level 10? You got 20 seconds if you want to gamble on yes or no. Thank you, Kalis, for the shout out. Hebby, I hope you had a hoot of a stream. Brushstock in from Arc right now to steal away the camp on this right-hand side. We got a 1/6 of the way through these stacks for the Kel'Thuzad already at level 2. Looking at our map, we're going to be seeing Mortar Punisher coming up first, as we did have that camp invade from the side of Caffeinated Knights. Degen.M doing their best just to, well, continue to soak against the enemy side and not lose anyone out. No kills just yet, but still, I feel like the rotations have been a lot more crisp from the side of Caffeinated Knights. I hope your cast is going well. It's a great night, Hebby. Thank you again for the raid. It's very nice of you. Thank you for the for asking. Cast has been fun, stream has been fun, and the game's been great. For anyone that's coming in from Hebby's stream, my name is Bahamut. I do a lot of commentary and casting of Heroes of Storm. I play the game from time to time, and then Fridays are often our variety days. So tomorrow morning, I start the stream early for Pacific time. For people in Europe, it's still at like 16 CET, or 18 CET, but still, it's earlier. Anyways, tomorrow morning we're gonna do some Gungeon. I haven't finished a Gungeon run yet, but we got very close last weekend. And then after a little bit of Gungeon, when I get tired of it, we're gonna swap to some Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Maybe we'll do a Hades run, but either way, I hope you all come by tomorrow as well. But typically, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, you can find me either commentating or playing Heroes of the Storm. Tuesdays are the Storm League day. Wednesday, Thursdays are typically casting. And then also as a reminder, Subathon is coming up on February 19th, and we also will be having the next Baja Ross coming up on the 12th. Thank you again, Hebby, for the raid. So, first Shrine activating. 7 talent tier looming for the side of Caffeinated Knights. A little bit closer for this team. And as I said, I feel like the rotations have just been a lot more crisp to the side of our blue team here, as Kel'Thuzad immediately goes to the objective phase, starts getting some of the skeletal defenders. And now I wonder, will the members of Degen.M try and avoid the objective phase to avoid giving stacks to Kel'Thuzad, or will they go in for this? I've seen some teams give over first objective, find some counter siege in a different lane, and then defend. And that's a great hook onto Grey Color over the far side of the wall. I Just Fizz comes in with a Righteous Hammer and bops the Greymane around. Burst Blood going over to the side of Degen.M. Great setup from the Urel, as it's looking like our red team has taken control of this objective phase. Felipe at 10 stacks out of the 30 for the Master of the Cold Dark, trying to get another one off Urel, but she mounts up a little too fast. I know, Day, can you believe that I got raided by a celebrity like Hebby? I'm seriously. I like, my camera's not on, so you can't see me blushing, but like, woo-wee! A Hebby raid? Huh. It's hot in here, isn't it?
Not.
Mortar Punisher, mid lane, Vala at 18 stacks out of the 20 for the fire at will. It is an uncapped quest, and actually she just hit that extra jump in damage, because when you hit 20, you get an additional 40 on top of the 40 you have, so it jumps to 80. Gray color, man, gray color is just getting absolutely hooked left and right. There's going to be a Haradra cube with the emerald to reduce some of the healing, but it still is going to be Punisher falling, siege in favor for Degen.M, and just kill after kill, as Kel'Thuzad sits at 15 out of 30 stacks at level 8. He's halfway through, but 2 levels to go. Pants grab. Big snake raid. I appreciate the support. It's really generous of you, Eddie. Thank you. I know you all have a lot of different Heroes of Storm streamers to drop your viewers off to, and I'm honored that you brought your community over here. That is a lot of damage with also the healing reduction as well. That's a lot of pain, and it is going to be supplied by a few members of Caffeinated Knights finding their first kill in this game, as 10 Talonteers will be coming through in a level. Now, I'm going to leave, I usually cycle through the stats, but I'm going to leave this up just so we can see it, and I'm going to hover over the pause key just in case there's some sort of like last second sort of deal. Kel'Thuzad gets a big old combo onto Vala. Yonners goes down, and that's 21 stacks at level 10. 21 stacks at level 10. Will Kel'Thuzad finish his baseline stacks before 10? No. He's at level 10. He has 22. No. The payout has been made. We are not weird, we promise. We are very weird. Melville may be able to... Melville may be promising one thing. +0 Pacha! From 0 to 18k bucks in 60 minutes. Feeding stacks so hard, and he didn't even make it. I'm glad you all like these Twitch predictions. I'm glad you like these rather than doing who wins the game. Because also people can just go look at the replay files and find out who wins the game on the website. So it's nice that we do these things that no one really knows. I mean, I'm actually not even sure if maybe the players know, because that's such a, like, do they even remember? Maybe Felipe does, but I don't think like the Greymane would remember on the team about Felipe's stacks. Maybe he would, but either way. I think these are really fun. Also, like, who gets 3rd or 4th or, 12th Dragon Knight's always fun, or Webweaver phase, or who gets the 3rd Punisher phase of the game. Just, it's really fun to do these. It was a chat suggestion, and I really feel bad for not remembering exactly who was the one who recommended it, but it's seriously, love that recommendation. Really, really good, and it's fun for the gambles as we do check out some of these NGS games that were played yesterday. These are replays. I hope that doesn't deter anyone from supporting some of these games. They are just really good Heroes of Storm games, and they have not been casted, so we're trying to make sure that teams, players, they get casted as much as possible in NGS, because we try and support our community as best we can. Hey, Enigma, what's up, bud? Dio? Wait, you're Dio? Like the singer? Like Rainbow in the Dark? Oh, dear Lord, Felipe, calm down. Yonners gets a big burst of healing from Wipeout, but whew, that was looking scary for a second. Dahaka comes through with the brush stock, goes for the drag, won't connect. There's gonna be a hook, gorge, stay a while and listen. That's gonna be Dahaka saved by the old man, putting the big man to sleep. Concussion Mine will save the Junkrat as Felipe finishes out his stacks at level 12 and a quarter, but will fall. But will be back immediately because phylactery stacks are a thing. Collect 12 regeneration globes to charge Kel'Thuzad's phylactery. Kel'Thuzad phylactery can be activated while dead to immediately respawn at the Hall of Storms, but must be charged again. I have said this before, and I'll say it again, and now granted the Diablo changes changed my opinion on this, because I think the Diablo changes to his baseline at the level 10 blah 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 are really cool, but I always like, in the past, I always wish that the Diablo stacks were something like Kel'Thuzad's phylactery or the Malthael No One Can Stop Death, where it's a choice. It's not like, okay, I just get it. I kind of wish Diablo had the choice to buy back in at situations. But either way, this is going to be Frozen Punisher coming in through the bottom lane, and we're going to see how much value Degen.M can get with this. Punisher is going to continue to just wail his way in through this bottom lane, as that's going to be Kel'Thuzad finding a... Did he get a reset on it? No, he didn't. Okay. Sorry. Probably even too strong since he's fairly significant buff from max. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Most situations, it'd be prudent not to buy back in. I mean, like, if you get your stacks super early as Diablo, I feel like it feels bad to lose your stacks super early in the game. But either way, I don't know. Like, with the changes, I don't think that idea would work. But like, if it was the old Diablo, I don't know. I feel like that could be interesting. Anyways. 3 to 4 in levels, and Yrel's gonna be jumping around onto Felipe trying to apply some pressure. Kel'Thuzad, does he have a... He does, and wow, that land of the combo just shredded Aegis Fizz down to 50% or less. Kel'Thuzad throws out another Shadow Fissure, trying to zone back the enemies, as that's a hook out from Stitches. Does have the level 13, so he's got the range increase as well. Diablo now 25% less feels bad. I feel like Diablo was in a pretty good spot before, and the slight buffs that they gave him were pretty cool. I mean, he's got 75% spell power increase from the Master of the Cold Dark right now. There's a Gorge. Decker can't stay well on this and that one. Riptire from the Junkrat, and Love Dart will go down. A nice grab, yoink, and kill, as the old man is going to be sitting in the retirement home for the next 33 seconds. Ark just wants to move right past Aegis Fizz to collect the experience in lane. And he was waiting for his Dark Swarm to be off a cooldown. Dark Swarm allows Dahaka to move through enemies. Even teammates, I think, too. I think it actually stops you from being body blocked from teammates or from allies or enemies, right? Nearby enemies, while active, you can move through units. It just says through units. Okay, so it's pretty much anything. Hey, Gary, what's up, bud? I wasn't sure if it was just specific to heroic models, but it's just like the same thing like with Sonya. Sonya's Whirlwind is the exact same mechanic. Dahaka hates cuddles. I mean, he likes them when he can turn on Dark Swarm and hit you with a drag. Dahaka likes cuddles when he can tongue you. Stupid. Ark is doing his best to kind of just float in top lane and look like he is a potential threat. Isolation onto Yrel. Ardent Defender's available, and Yrel is going to get shredded. Goodbye, Yrel, as she floats on over to her side of the battleground. But now we have our Arcane Punisher for the top lane, and we're going to see what happens with that one as Vala goes and soaks up a little bit more through bottom, trying to pressure out that bottom lane fort with the wave available. So bottom lane fort will go down, but this is going to be top lane fort traded. And the question that I pose to the side of Degen.M is, if you lose this objective phase, how bad is this going to hurt? They're getting double fort, actually. So double fort, but the thing is that you're losing your fort in the objective phase lane, and like, I don't know if that's... You're giving over positioning to the enemy team. Like, it just feels rough right now. Dahaka Brush Talk is off a cooldown, if anyone's wondering. That's why he's sitting in the bottom lane. Let's actually jump onto the automatic Z vision really quickly. He sees the Kel'Thuzad. They're going to poke in. Heck Boozled goes for the hook, as there were a few Skeletal Defenders gone. Here's a Riptire to try and steal away a few of the Skeletal Defenders. As we zoom out a little bit here, take away the talent so we can see everything. Ark going to get bopped around by the flailing swipes. 24 and rising Skeletal Defenders to the side of Caffeinated Knights. Another hook goes out, won't connect. Aegis Fizz has the Ardent Defender, steps into the back lane, Concussion Mine onto Ark. Currently have Greymane just kiting backwards as he does have the auto attacks. Does he have the Insatiable? No, he doesn't have the new Insatiable at level 4. This is going to be a massive stay while unless an Ardent Defender used. Hook. Oh no, that's a chain from Kel'Thuzad connecting onto this Stitches, who did get hit with the Isolation. And Kel'Thuzad's Shadow Fissure is going to shred through that health of our lad, as that's going to be up. Yrel was sitting there wiggling and wobbling to try and avoid any chains to allies by utilizing the sidewall. But what she forgot about was the giant glacial spike that Felipe has, and that is going to be another kill, another few kills to the side of our Caffeinated Knights. I'm actually going to go ahead and show the KDA because I'm curious what it looks like right now. Kel'Thuzad has died twice, but he's had 4 kills out of the 6 currently. Greymane Dahaka with the other 2. Kel'Thuzad not... Actually, Kel'Thuzad has 100% kill participation. Sorry, I misread it. He has 1 death. My apologies. I misread it. So 100% kill participation, just like Deckard and Joanna. Don't sleep on Felipe. Oh, I'm not. That's why I made the gamble about him, because I thought it'd be fun. Here is a chain not connecting onto Stitch's Star. I thought I was in the wrong zoom for a second there. Another Shadow Fissure is going to be a Hook Gorge onto the Joanna. Out of all the heroes, I think she's probably the safest in all of this. Punisher jumps over, starts wailing his way into Hackboozle. That's a last-second utilization of the Iron Skin as Yrel is trying to get the kill, but the Steed Charge from level 7 will come through, and Ozymanthus is just able to live here. I can't believe it. Kel'Thuzad going for some chains. This fight is actually looking really awkward to the side of Caffeinated Knights as they're very low, just trying to kite and back away. The re-engagement comes out from Grey Color, trying to dive back into the enemy team face. A potion thrown out by Deckard, not connecting. Kel'Thuzad gets the kill into I Just Fizzed as Dahaka pops the Essence. There's a Shadow Fissure that's going to be vaulted away from. Still 10 seconds left on that one. Greymane, Automatic Z, brawling out just below us, but still the Vala will fall. Joanna to be traded, drag onto the Stitches. Grey Color, you got a Curse Bullet? Actually, no, I misread. There's going to be Go for the Throat. It's off cooldown, but no potential threat as Go for the Throat deals 778 current damage to the target. Does anyone play this game anymore? Kappa. Ha ha ha! You're so funny! Oh my god! Let's all laugh at Idiom's Play's hilarious joke! Oh my god, it's so fucking funny! It's not. Frozen Punisher will be next in mid. We are going to be seeing another hook attempt from Hackboozled, not connecting right there, as we do have catapults coming in through the bottom lane currently, dealing 266 damage, 532 damage into structures. What a dumb question. Does anyone play this game anymore? I don't know. Maybe I've just spent the last 3 hours and 6 minutes casting games from NGS. Maybe a couple people are still playing the game. There's this crazy thing called CCL that exists. I hurt myself laughing. Suing streamer. This is all AI. Gary, don't tell people. Come on, Gary. I don't need you to be giving away my secrets. Never seen Kel'Thuzad in CCL. I feel like there's been a game. I don't think last season, but I think there has been at least one game in the 3 seasons of CCL. But I personally love a Kel'Thuzad. I love a Kel'Thuzad. One of my favorite things about Kel'Thuzad, watching a Kel'Thuzad player, is it's a very mechanically savvy hero, and a lot of mage characters are. Kael'thas himself is very mechanically savvy to be able to land gravity laps, when to use your verdant spears. Li Ming is a very mechanically savvy hero. I would say a lot of mages are. Gul'dan, same thing. But I feel like Kel'Thuzad, for me at least, Kel'Thuzad is like just a step above with just the availability of like how you can chain, quite literally, abilities together with the chains, with the Frost Nova, as well as the Death and Decay, and then Shadow Fissure, as well as Glacial Spike. It's just there's so much timing that goes into it. I have a lot of respect for it, and I'm sure there might be mage players in chat who are like, it's not that big of a deal, Bahamut, and maybe it's not. But when I love watching Kel'Thuzad players that are highly mechanically skilled. So really excited that we do have this Felipe game to be able to showcase for all of you. Can we see Felipe solo some bruisers? You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Dino play Kel'Thuzad in CCL. Dino's always really fun to see play any sort of mage in general. Riptire from Junkrat coming through. Level 20 is going to be Cannonball, so no extra oomph, as we do have the Falling Sword from Joanna. Automatic Z able to back away. Dahaka steps in. Lurking Arm from the holy crap, from the Stukov was going to be able to deny the drag, and Isolation didn't connect, but it still is going to be Vala going down. 61 stacks at Fire at Will, 57 seconds on her death timer, as Love Dart's going to be thrown around a little bit by the Junkrat. Automatic Z gets slowed, dragged, hook goes out, sidestepped by Arc, and that's a kill onto Junkrat, as catapults are arriving to core on the top lane. Currently, Catapult's dealing 662 damage into structures. A little bit further, a little bit more for this back one, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the Frozen Punisher moving in through mid lane. And let's go ahead and check out what the APM, a stat that doesn't actually give us any real information here, is going to be showcasing. It's always just fun to take a look at this stat right here. No kill the Zod in any of the 3 seasons, Icebreaker, regular season, or playoff. Really? Wow. I would have thought we had one. I'm surprised that we didn't have a singular one. I mean, we've had an Asmodan. Big stay a while and listen from the Decker Kane. Doesn't have the respect to Elder. He went into Gem Mastery at level 20. Perfect Gem, excuse me. As Stitches does go down. It's looking like game number 1 and our third best of 3 of the evening is going to be going over to the side of Caffeinated Knights. But it's a best of 3. We could see a map 3. We'll have to find out what happens on map number 2. GG, well played over to the side of Caffeinated Knights. Butcher too high of execution. Wait, did I read that correct? Butcher too high execution for CCL players. Why do you hurt me like this, chat? Someday, Butcher was in CCL. Butcher was in CCL. Deckard has the best level 20s. Ooh, Deckard has some very good level 20s. I would agree. Geldazad has seen even less play than CCL play than Shogal. That's fair. We've had a Murky game in Season 2. That was Granite Gaming, where they played the Asmodan, Murky, Deathwing on Garden of Terror. I mean, the best here is obvious to anyone, and it's Murky. Well, yeah, forgot what. You're very right, yeah. Butcher so slow as a hero, he needs exhaust farm? What is that? I don't understand. Cho'Gall has 2 heroes, he does not count. What? How dare you? How dare you? Did they win though? What? Granite Gaming with the Murky? No. Granite Gaming, I think it was actually Granite Gaming with the Butcher as well, and they didn't win that one either. Nope, nope, nope. Alrighty. Jesus Christ, y'all are insane with the subs tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Heppy, for the raid during that game. Much appreciated.
You up for some cake and pie later, buddy?
Let's go ahead and jump into the next map. Make sure that players are on the right side. They are. Any fun questing stuff we can do? No, I think we're gonna probably do a Dragon Knight prediction here. So let's make it real interesting, chat. Let's make it real interesting, okay? Which team gets first DK? Let me make sure once again the players are on the right sides. Felipe is on the left, so there we go. So Caffeinated Knights or Degen.M. Which team will get first DK? I will show you the drafts before I even start the prediction, okay? That way you can get an idea of what the drafts look like, and then I'll start the prediction. I thought the greatest hero was Phoenix. Rob, I love you to death, but how dare you? Vikings, Deathwing, Cho'Gall, Abathur, Dream Team. I mean, I'd cast that game. Storm picked Nova in Season 3, Week 1. Yeah, that was when Lauber was gone, so they had a sub, and it was... Or was Lauber gone? Either way, I know CPX played it because they didn't have enough players, and so they like kind of played meme comps or something like that. I kind of don't remember it. Or I don't remember the reasoning, excuse me, my apologies. All right, everyone, are you ready for another map? What could be the final map in this series? Could be the final map because Caffeinated Knights are up in the series right now, and we're going to find out very, very cool. Rutso, Lauber, BBJ, IBTings, and CPX was the roster for that map? Huh. Okay, so it wasn't... Lauber wasn't gone yet. That was the next week when they were supposed to play against Wildheart, maybe. They should add a rule that each team has to play Cho'Gall at least once in CCL. I've been yelling about this rule for years, and no one ever listens to me. They all go, Bahamut, shut up. Stop talking about Cho'Gall. All right, here's your draft, ladies and gentlemen, for Dragonshire. We're starting the prediction. 2 minutes. Which team gets the first Dragonite of the game? Caffeinated Knights or Degen.M? On the left-hand side, we have Caffeinated Knights. Arc on the Rexar, Felipe on the Chromie, Gray Color on the Greymane, Love Dart on the Stukov, and Ozymanthus on the Varian, as well as Misha to play Misha. On the right-hand side, we have Degen.M, Yawner's on the Junkrat, Automatic Z on the Maiev, Wipeout on the Brightwing, I Just Fizzed on the Hogger, and Heckboozled on the Anubarak. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds on this map. Could be the final map in the series. Which team will get first Dragonite? First Dragonite. Get your predictions in. You have a little bit of time. I want to see some big bets, chat. I believe in you. Big gambles. I believe in the big gamble. Alrighty, Junkrat poking for now. Varian steps in. We'll see what kind of Varian we get a little bit later. The assumption is going to be a taunt Varian because he does have the synergistic value from that level 1 already with that slow increase once he finishes out his 25 stacks, but it's going to be a little bit of time before he gets there. And Misha Rexar come through as, excuse me, Greymane, my apologies, goes through and gets the kill onto Hogger. Automatic Z very low, but doesn't get taken down. Misha's just a one-trick, needs to expand their hero pool. I mean, maybe Misha just likes being a bear. You know what? It's kind of semi on topic, but like I feel that way with D&D classes. I always find myself playing the same D&D classes. I love playing a ranger. I personally love playing ranger, but I try to play more in different classes in D&D. And it's been a little bit since I've actually played. CCL kind of eats up a lot of my free time, but in a good way. Bard is best class. I can never do Bard because I can't sing and I can't like think of like. I can make jokes, but I can't think of jokes that wittily. Like, if any of you know who Moist Weenus is, or Weenus as a lot of us just call him, that man is a bard in real life. Like, holy shit. I love that guy. You can inspire in other ways. That is true. You're a paladin? I started playing a paladin recently. A paladin that was obsessed with death, because there was like a Raven Lord, but it's like the Raven Queen basically. So it's like the obsession of like death and decay and stuff like that. He's a very fun character because everyone's very happy and lively, and he's just like, but death is beautiful. Have you considered dying? 4 up on both sides, 1-0 in kills, as we are going to be looking at this Dragonshire map number 2 in our third best of 3 of the evening, while taunt goes through onto Maiev, and that's just going to be a little bit of a stall for any sort of Umbra Bind she was able to apply. Actually, she would have applied it because it actually forces the auto attack, but still, she wasn't able to push the button because there is a silence on that ability as well for the taunt. As a phase shift from Brightwing comes through, Automatic Z very low on HP, as the top lane, the Sunshine, held by Rexar Misha, bottom lane held by the side of Degen.M. One of my favorite characters is a middle-aged necromancer who suffers from necrolepsy. That's good. That's clever. I played a one-off era Croca Paladin, which was really fun. I have to say one of my favorite models though is the Monster of the Week model from Powered by the Apocalypse. That one's really good if you are looking for tabletop stuff. Highly recommend it. Also, all the resources for that are free online, and you can basically buy one book and get away with it for the rest of your entire campaign. Like, the DM or keeper doesn't really even need one because it's very loose rules. They purposely wrote it that way. Anyway, sorry, I got off topic. My apologies. Let's focus in on the game. We have a lot of things happening here on Dragonshire. A Dragonite's available for the mid lane, but the team fight will continue between Caffeinated Knights and Degen.M. Love Dart very low, sidesteps some damage. Ozymanthus doing their best to kind of anchor for the team. Time Trap onto Automatic Z. Felipe with almost perfect timing on that Sandblast, connecting just as the Time Trap ends, reading the Anubarak Burrow Charge, stepping out of the bottom Moon Shrine area as the Varian keeps getting health, steps in, Greymane goes in and finds the kill onto Brightwing. Another kill over the side of Caffeinated Knights, who are looking to gain control of bottom lane. Hogger doing his best to hold up against Arc and Misha, but I Just Fizzed is not struggling, but slowly losing health, and Stukov, he's rotating to mid. Will he be able to get the objective in time? Channel comes through. And ladies and gentlemen, first Dragonite will go over to the side of Caffeinated Knights. Caffeinated Knights will grab first Dragonite of the game. There you go. Twitch payouts have been paid. That way I don't forget. And Automatic Z gets the phase shift from Brightwing, taunt from Varian onto the Brightwing, and Wipeout does go down. PSA, ladies and gentlemen, always drop your Brightwing off in a friendly location. That was an unfortunate phase shift for Brightwing, as we have another kill over to the side of our blue team. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like, as we haven't had a chance to look at them just yet in Dragonshire. Felipe continuing to just auto his way through the bottom lane. Nubrak does rotate down here. Felipe playing around the time trap in the bush. Never seen Felipe play before. He's a little scary. Felipe is a very, very strong ranged assassin player. I believe mostly focusing mages. I don't know if I really can't talk to their entire roster or repertoire, but I definitely would say that Felipe has a very, very good mage repertoire or pool of heroes. As the Varian tries to dash away, he doesn't have 10 talent tier yet, so he can't dash to allies or even have the shield wall. He's going to do his best to parry through some of the pain, but that should be the that should be enough damage to find the kill. Unfortunately, Hogger not traded, but still, Dragonet goes over to the blue side. They find a mid lane keep, mid lane fort. Bottom lane fort front gate takes a bit of damage, and we reset the map, and we look at our level 10s as well as some camps for both these teams. He once played a Cleric of Death. Ooh, interesting. Oh man, I feel like we could get into a whole hour-long conversation about D&D classes and all that kind of stuff. Now my points are back where I started. Positive, negative. Okay, Alrighty, let's see. 10 talent tiers. Nothing really out of the ordinary, realistically. Massive shove for the Stukov. Go for the throat for the Greymane. Oh, and Chromie gets annihilated right there. That was a really good dive blow up onto her. Greymane tries to go for the throat. He's not able to make anything happen. Varian is just getting bounced around. What did he take at 10? He went into the Warbringer. So more charges, or more ability to charge, as it goes from a 12-second cooldown to a 4-second cooldown, as you have a 8-second reduction from that level 10. I love the charge talent. I actually really love Warbringer because you're just constantly charging into the face of the enemy team, applying a lot of pressure and slows. Sounds like a good chatting stream coming up, D&D class discussion. One day. By the way, tomorrow morning is our variety day. Tomorrow morning we're going to do some Gungeon, and then maybe some Hades, and then definitely some Hearthstone Battlegrounds. So if you do want to chat about random stuff tomorrow, I will be a lot more focused on and able to chat if you would like to come by for those. And feel free to bring up D&D stuff or whatever. But Fridays are the variety day. We also start early in the morning for my time at 9 a.m. PST. If you'd like to know your time zone, use Google. Or you can join the Discord where I have a schedule, and it actually has a couple different time zones for each schedule, or for each stream. ! Discord. I also don't use Everyone or Here, so if you don't want to get those pings, you don't get them. Except for like really, really big moments, like when I got to cast on the Blizz Heroes channel for Tespia Collegiate Series. That one was worth an Everyone. But Warden's Cage from Maiev, Cocoon onto the Stukov. Maiev is looking to jump in onto someone. No, doesn't pop the Spirit of Vengeance. A little bit of a back and forth right there. No Dragonite available for either team, as the Sunshine is not channeled for either side. Varying applying some pressure to Automatic Z, but hey, gets a Spirit of Vengeance away and disengages easily. Time stop from Chromie. Does have the... I always mess this up. Chronic Conditions? Time Troubles. Dang it! I always flip the two. Time Troubles for the armor reduction. Chronic Condition seems like it would make sense for armor reduction or buff. And then Time Troubles for slow. Man, I'm finding another hill to die when it comes to talent tier names. I will say this. Hanzo's level 10s are backwards. And I will argue this to my death. Dragon Strike should do a giant AoE stun. And Dragon's Arrow should summon a giant dragon. But they're backwards, and they don't do it that way. Anyways, Automatic Z is going to get low, will go down. We do have Dragonite available in the mid lane. If someone can grab it, Hogger is floating around to try and deny. A double kill goes over the side of Caffeinated Knights, and this should be a free fort to go down in bottom lane. Rexar does scout out. I just fizzed in the rotation. Ozymanthus will get the Dragonite here. So now what do they do with the Dragonite and how much damage does it do? Currently into structures, 558, 279 standard. Gonna get rid of that little Dragonite icon as we move into the bottom lane, and we're gonna see how much value can be gained through said lane. Sorry, my apologies. The Hogger is going to be able to find the kill onto Rexar in top lane with the help of Wipeout. But that means that Brightwing Phase Shift should be off cooldown. 20-second cooldown right now. Sorry, my apologies on that one. Automatic Z goes in with the Warden's Cage. Savage Charge into the corner. There's going to be a massive shove. There's a Vault of the Warden, but it's not enough. Burying the Dragonite is able to cook the Maiev. There's going to be a Cocoon onto the Stukov. Love Dart spreads the healing pathogen around. Kick onto Yonners. Yonners very low. Greymane. Grey color gets the kill. Stukov will fall here. Dragonite still available. Felipe in the backline getting harassed by Heckboozled, who's chasing in. I don't know if the pings are from Heckboozled or if the pings are on to Felipe, or from Felipe saying, hey, I need some help. But Grey Color getting chased right here. We are going to see Rexar Misha back in the mix. Heckboozled should get stunned. Now, the Savage Charge from the Dragonite could kick Heckboozled into a bad spot, and it's actually, he's fine, so he's going to be able to back away. Pops the Hardened Carapace. Shockwave from Tassadar. Varian comes through. There's going to be the taunt. The Brightwing does not get the phase shift, so there's not going to be any sort of double kill potential setup right there. But with the Hogger down for 30, they're going to invade on the side of the Caffeinated Knights onto this camp. Both ults are arrows with dragons. They should be called Dragon's Arrow. All right, Kalis, I'm going to remove your mod. They should call it Dragon Centipede. Yes, sure. I thought they called it Pretzel Dragon. No, that's just when Grubby's hungry on stream, I think. Varian goes on the far side of the wall. He's going to try and take out the side wall. Will be able to back away. Actually, the fight, they actually just turn immediately. Greymane goes for the throat, finds the kill. Wipeout should go down. Cocoon will be there. Greymane rolls forward, has the last little bit of damage. Grey Color is gonna be dead? Fine? I'm not sure, actually. Heckboozled maybe comes through. Oh, Love Dart has some healing. Heckboozled is now going to be the one who gets Heckboozled, and that'll be the Anubrak going down. Hogger is going to try and back away. I just Fizz doesn't get a full, doesn't get a bounce or anything like that, so the Staggering Blow buys a window, but it's still with that window bought onto the Varian. Greymane is able to get the last auto, and that is going to be a Hogger to go down. Insanely well played from the side of Caffeinated Knights with that quadra kill, only losing their Rexar Misha. And how do they play this? Are they going to try and end here? Greymane gets stunned out by the core. Maiev pulls him in. Grey Color is going to get pushed around by the Junkrat Concussion Mine. Shielding hasn't even fallen yet. And they back away. Okay, I was about to say, are you really trying to end right now? No. One could say they fizzed out. Oh, wait. Here, it's over here. Very clever, Mel. Very clever. I like it. So bottom lane Bruiser Camp will be grabbed for, well, bottom lane. Big surprise on that one. We have Anubrak burrowing in. Felipe does not get hit by the Impale. Slowing Sands thrown into the bush. Maiev does not trigger her Spirit of Vengeance, as this is going to be Heckboozled taking a bit of damage. A little lurking arm out from the Stukov. Does not have the low blow from level 1, which was nerfed. We're going to be seeing a little bit of a change up on the build here, as Dragonite's available in mid lane, but I don't think they're going to be able to grab it since the Maiev is already on point. But we will see Siege Giants immediately grabbed for the side of Caffeinated Knights. I just fizzed in the bush. A little bit of a scout out from the Junkrat. No 20 talent tier on either side. And while we wait for that talent tier to come through, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats as well as the experience and healing. Varian's going to eat 2 traps. Delicious. Hom nom nom. Rexar feigns death. Concussion Mine bops him out of the Warden's Cage. Polymorph will be there. Arc is... Man, I gotta say, Arc is getting bullied this game. 3.25 deaths. And I think there's only been 1 real Misha death. I think the rest have been 3 kills onto Rexar. We can check that. Actually, I don't know how to check that, because I think it actually blends the Rexar and Misha deaths together. Felipe is able to back away, but no Rexar Misha for the next 46 seconds. 10 talent tiers looming. Or excuse me, 20 talent tier looming in favor for Caffeinated Knights. They should announce a sequel to movie Groundhog Day and then just release the original. That'd be really funny. That'd be really, really funny. Goodbye, Anubarak. Holy crap. Felipe with 50-something HP is somehow living through all of this, able to wiggle their way out of the engagement. Automatic Z, Vault of the Warden, buys a window. Greymane goes in for the throat, tries to find the last bit of damage, and Automatic Z actually pulls everyone in! And that's going to be Chromie going into mid lane to make sure that no Dragonite is grabbed, or at least maybe grabbing some experience for level 20. I think it's actually more so the latter of those two statements. Throws a time trap onto the point. 2 members down on the opposing side. Will they try and end? What are they going to try and do here on the side of Caffeinated Knights? You did what in the bush? I don't know. I'm very good at saying something and then forgetting it 20 seconds later, not even. And then someone asks me what I said in chat, and I go, oh, I don't remember. It's even worse when we have a delay on stream. It's 10 times. I'm surprised that last night I didn't screw it up when it comes to the... when it was coming to just communicating with chat with the delay we had. But Felipe will get the Dragonite. Let's check late game Dragonite stats. We'll get rid of some of those talents right there. 729 into structures, half that for standard. Kick onto the Nubarak as he popped the cocoon onto Love Dart. Interesting cocoon, I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious as to why that was utilized right there. I just fizzed in a bush. What? What? I didn't say anything. Y'all are the ones being weird about phrasing. Dragonite is gonna eat one of the Warden's Cage kind of, I guess Wardens is probably the best way to put it. And we're waiting to see what the step-in looks like. Vault of the Warden again from Automatic Z, but here comes the variant with the taunt, and that will be the Spirit of Vengeance away from Automatic Z, who does go down. I just Fizz pops the Shockwave and is gonna get killed as well. Greymane just cleaning up this engagement. Varian goes in for the charge and just keeps following the Anubarak. Greymane goes in for the throat. Can't find the damage, but here's the Dragonite applying quite a bit of damage to core. Rexar throwing in some axes as well, and Dragonite looking for a kick onto Junkrat. This is gonna be Dragonite going down. Greymane chasing onto Heck Boozled over here, but the core will fall, and game number 2 goes over to the side of Caffeinated Knights. They take the series 2-0. GG. Well played.